What if your phone rang and the person on the other end knew everything about you? Not just your name or your workplace, but the exact clothes you were wearing that day, the route you took to work, the friends you visited, even the moments when you thought you were completely alone. And no matter what you did, no matter how many times you changed your number, the calls never stopped. Dorothy Jane Scott was just a regular woman, a mother, a friend. She never expected her life to become a nightmare. But then someone started watching, someone started calling, and one night, she vanished. Dorothy was a 32-year-old single mother living in Stanton, California. She worked as a secretary for a shop that sold psychedelic trinkets. Her life was routine. She cared for her 4-year-old son, spent time with her parents, and didn't socialize much outside of work. She was careful, private, and quiet. That's what made the phone calls so unsettling. They began in early 1980. A man's voice, sometimes soft, sometimes cold. He would describe exactly what Dorothy was wearing. He seemed to know where she had been, like he had been just a few feet away. Sometimes he whispered that he loved her. Other times he said something darker, that he would get her soon. Terrified, Dorothy changed her number. The calls continued. She started carrying a handgun, but nothing stopped the voice. Then, on May 28, 1980, things escalated. One of her co-workers, Conrad Bostron, had developed a strange rash. Concerned, Dorothy and another co-worker, Pam, drove him to UC Irvine Medical Center. While Conrad was being treated, Dorothy waited calmly in the lobby with Pam. At some point, she went outside to check on something in her car. She didn't seem rushed or worried. When Conrad was discharged, he and Pam stepped outside. But Dorothy was gone. Her car was no longer in the parking lot. Moments later, it was seen speeding away, headlights blinding, tires screeching. By morning, her car was found burning in an alley 10 miles away. Dorothy was nowhere to be found. The police searched, but found no clues. Then the phone rang. Dorothy's mother picked up. The same voice said, "I've got her," and hung up. From that point, the nightmare continued for her family. The man kept calling, sometimes claiming Dorothy was alive, other times saying she was dead. The calls were always too short to trace. He knew exactly when to hang up. Years passed. In 1984, a construction crew discovered human remains in a remote area. Bones, a skull, a ring, and a watch that was still ticking. The remains were confirmed to be Dorothy's. The bones had been there for years, but the watch had only recently stopped. Did that mean she had been alive long after her disappearance? Had she been held captive, or had someone returned to the site much later? The calls stopped the day her body was identified, as if the man had been watching the entire time, as if he knew the game was finally over. No one was ever arrested, no one was ever named. And the most chilling question still remains: who was the man on the phone? And could he have done it again?